So I did a video before this on standards, as it relates to manifestation and the law and all of that. But now, um, the passion is flowing. So I'm recording this one, but I'm not sure which one I'm gonna put out first. So if you hear this before the other one, great. If not, then you'll know after you watch the last one. But I mean, they kind of go hand in hand, so it's not completely out of order. Um, Regardless, because I saw a video and it just kind of really got me going. First and foremost, no coach is the secret, has the power or the knowledge or whatever. But like, it's to the extent that you are giving it that power, right? Like, if something works for a coach, for example, robotic affirming, and they're going on about how it works for them, great, right? That doesn't mean that that has to be your thing. Because that coach, while robotic affirming may work for them, they might have other limitations, or quote unquote limitations, depending on how you see it. So that coach who does robotic affirming, that they're limiting themselves to that, because there could be other ways of getting it, right? Like, just get it through your head. No one's word is law but yours, and only yours. Not mine, not your favorite coach, not Neville, not Joseph Murphy, not Florence, like no one's, right? Those are all their beliefs, our beliefs, and what has worked for us, right? And for me, the reason why I got into this and share my experiences and my stories is because I found it to be easy. Like, I figured out how to make it easy for myself, because I am lazy and I don't want to work hard. I don't believe in that anymore, right? That's not something that I'm going to impose on myself. But that being said, you know, this person was going on about how, like, manifest, and actually a lot of people have done this. They go on about, oh, manifestation is nothing without action. You need to work hard. And those specific words just kind of like, it triggered me. Because I'm like, no, you don't. How can you sit here and say, I am all that is, I'm the source, but then you say you have to work hard? It makes no freaking sense. It's so hypocritical. What do you mean work hard? Did you work hard when you for the bullshit? No, you didn't. Right? It was a one-time thing. You had a belief or a conviction, and you were like, oh, I'm gonna lose my money, or I'm gonna lose my SP, or I'm gonna lose this job, or I'm gonna get sick, and then boom, it happened. You didn't sit there robotically affirm for it. You didn't sit there working hard to go out of your way for it. No. It just happened, right? Like, it was instant. Most times, oftentimes it's very instant, right? But like, this whole, like, that you have to take action, you don't. You do not need to do shit. And I'm a firm believer and preacher of that, because that, for me personally, a lot of the things that I've manifested, I didn't do shit. Actually, I think damn near everything I've, materialized, or whatever you want to call it, I didn't do anything. My jobs, I didn't apply for them. They found me. I only applied for one job. And even that, it was very like, My SPs, I didn't go out to bars and to clubs and to restaurants. I wasn't out every night, because, there are some people who will say, like, oh, how are you going to, how do you expect to meet the love of your life if you don't leave your house? Well, I'm of the belief I could just be sitting at home, and he'll fall into my lap. Boom. My lap and my phone. I met him online and it worked out, right? Like, you don't have to work. Isn't that the whole point of manifestation, that you make your life easy? You bring about the desires, the things that you want, easily. Already people believe that you have to work hard. That's already a thing. Everyone's already been ingrained with that. Like, yeah, you have to work hard, da da da, and money doesn't come by easy, and early bird gets the worm, and like all that, all those bullshit beliefs. Bullshit to me. You can see it however you want to see it, right? So it's like, why then, like, because manifestation is not supposed to be a job. It's not supposed to feel like work. The minute you do that, you're continuing this notion that you're doing something to get something. And if you understand anything about manifestation, it's that you don't need to do anything. You stand firm in the knowing, the conviction, whatever you want to call it, your I am. you trust, you have faith that whatever your higher self, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, is taking care of it for you. It's all gonna happen for you, and it does. So it was just so infuriating because I'm like, that's so like the opposite of what this is all about, you know? But the thing with that is, you have people that watch, and I was looking at the comments, and they're like, yeah, it's about time someone said it. Like, manifestation is nothing if you don't take action. And it's like, what? That's such bullshit. No, you do not need to take action. Sure, there's this whole thing people call inspired action, right? And it's like you do something and you don't. And I used to say this, but I don't agree with my old self. Um, but they say like, oh, it's when you do something and you don't think about it and blah 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 and whatever. Okay, fine, I'll give you that and aligned action. But even then, like, if you want to talk about aligned action, you're not really, like, when you're not thinking about it, right? You're living your life day to day as you normally would. Like, you wake up, your routine, you put on your slippers, go to your bathroom, brush your teeth, wash your face, like that, right? But when when you shift internally, mentally, or whatever, spiritually, those actions lead you to, like, it's like a shift. Like, when you're driving on a road and you have to take a detour because they're like doing construction, and so they make everyone shift to the left lane or to the right lane. It's like that. When you decide, like, okay, I am going to have an amazing life and everything's working out for me and all this greatness, the morning you wake up and you start living your life, you're still doing the same routine things, but what happened is, cosmically, whatever you want to call it, you're shifting lanes. And then that new lane, everything you want is like falling together like a puzzle piece, like a Tetris, whatever. You didn't have to work for it. You just lived your life. And that's the whole point. You live your fucking life, and things will happen, and everything will happen for you because you said so, because you claimed it, and that's it. And I think I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to do it now. Let me see how long this video is, because and I said this before, but I never got around to it. I'm going to share my personal story. Actually, I'm not sure if I should do it now or no. I think I'm gonna do it in a separate video, maybe. But I'm gonna share the story of like how I got my careers and jobs or whatever, making 6 figures, the SP successes, all of that, and how I didn't do shit. If anything, if anyone wants to look at it from their perspective of like, oh, you took aligned action, fine, I'll give you that. But from the way I see it, I didn't do anything. I have not worked hard since 2019. I just show up and I'm constantly being praised and adored and complimented and promoted. And it's like, I'm not, from an outside perspective, like, I've had friends who tell me, oh, but it's just because you're so smart and talented, da da da, and like, whatever. And it's like, yeah, that's how you see it, because they're more, they're not as elevated consciously, if you will. But to me, I'm like, I'm literally not doing anything. Like, I'm not working at it. Like, I literally just show up and everyone's suddenly like going crazy over me. And that's how it feels to me, right? Because I've told myself I don't need to work hard for anything. I don't need to struggle. Why would I do that? If you're living your life, and then there comes this power, this secret, as everyone was saying, right? That you can actually live your life in a much easier, much better way, and you have all the desires you want. Why the hell would the caveat be that you have to work hard for it? Well, I'm gonna just. What's the difference between working hard this way and working hard your way? It's the same thing. I don't want to work hard. Period. You know. Um. But yeah, I have. There's obviously the career success. There's, I think I've spoken about my car. Like, I got my cars. I wasn't even in the state. I wasn't even looking. My previous lease was up, and I got a brand new car. But I guess maybe I can. I don't know if I can do a poll on YouTube. But let me know if you want to hear the SP success story first, the career success story. I mean, the health success story. I healed my back injury without any surgery, any medication, anything. The homes, car, whatever. Like, I'm gonna see. Maybe I'll just put it in the description box. Like, which one do you want to hear first, and then I can do like a full, in-depth video on it. That way, like, you can, because people want to like hear the experience, right? Like, they want to know, and I'll share it like just straight up. no fluff, because I'm meant to work hard, and I believe that. And that's, if I'm gonna die with anything, preaching anything, it's gonna be, you don't need to work hard for this shit at fucking all. And see, I'm cursing this whole time because that's how passionate I am about it. That's how much I believe it. And if you're gonna believe anything, why not believe that life is easy? Why not believe that you're meant to have a joyous life without working hard? Isn't that the whole point? How can you say I'm source and I'm the upper power, but then say you have to fucking work hard? That's no different than the gym head, the gym rat that goes to the gym every single day to keep his physique, and then the person who's like, oh, I don't need to go to the gym, but they like walk 10K steps a day, they eat healthy, like they're doing all the measures except for physically being inside of a gym and saying, oh yeah, but I'm manifesting health. You're doing the same. You're still working hard for it. I don't know if that example made sense, but anyway, um, I'll leave that here. I just there's just so much. It's like I cannot believe people are actually saying you have to work hard and manifestation. Like what? That's so, like, that defeats the entire purpose of it all. Anywho, if you've made it this far, let me know which success story you want to hear. SP, career, life, I don't know, whatever. And I can go in depth and talk about it and really show you don't need to do shit. I didn't do shit. I really did not do shit. Both more than actually 3 times. The man fell into my lap, quite literally. Well, I should say quite literally, but literally enough. Same thing with the careers, all of it. So anyway, um, I think that's it for now, and I shall see you on. Well, you won't be seeing me, but we shall catch up on the next one.